Hey guys, we just got back from seeing Glass, and the reason why we saw it so late is because we went to PAX South. And
California.
And I was in LA before that, at the Mortal Kombat event. I was running around over there. I was running around PAX South. So it seems like this review is super late or ancient to me. But it's only what? It's only Monday? When does this thing come out? Tuesday, Friday. Officially Friday. But it feels like ancient news.
It's almost a week now.
Right. And so I was curious because I saw Jeremy Johns at the event. I talked with him about it. He seemed a little, mixed on it. And then I saw Chris Stuckman's thumbnail where he looks absolutely destroyed and disappointed. And I watched his review later. He seemed a little disappointed. So this is going to be something unique where I already know what my friend critics think about the film. And I wonder if it colored my opinion of the film. So at least, even if nobody sees this anymore because it's ancient and everybody already has reviews out, but you'll get my perspective from seeing it. And y'all's, what are you initially thinking here for Glass? Now,
it's a long time coming,
there
right?
You go.
The final fight.
19 years.
But I honestly feel like it was good, but I wasn't satisfied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably one of those mixed.
That does seem fair. And I think that's kind of what they were saying as well.
Yeah.
But I think, I guess maybe my expectations got lowered so much.
Mine were really low, and I like this movie so much more than I thought I was going to. I surprised myself. Look, not that positive, but I thought I was gonna hate this movie, but I didn't. I actually kind of enjoyed it. There was a lot of parts that I liked. Mm-hmm. The dialogue was kind of poopy. There was some scenes. The writing was kind of.
The writing broke down in the third act.
Oh man,
Yes.
it was so bad.
Don't tell me that the writing was bad during the first and the second.
No. The first act was pretty good.
But isn't that crazy how because we've seen so many movies now, you can like see the writing degenerate, and you're like, wow, this feels different from the rest of the film. Yeah. Like they're like explaining things that are happening. They're exposition city and all this other stuff.
There was one scene in particular we'll talk about in the spoilers where the characters are just sitting around talking about what's happening to clue us in. Come on. You've done what, 10, 15, 20 movies?
Yeah.
You can do better.
Okay, so this thing has a
twist and a twist, another twist.
It's M. Night Shyamalan, Joe. There's going to be a reveal. There's going to be a twist. And I did not like the one that we got here. That's, I think, what fucked it up for me. Mm-hmm. But I will say there's no way this thing is a 33% or a 30%. We got the Rotten Tomatoes has it that low.
Damn.
A 3.
A 3?
3. Yes, Joe.
No.
We've
seen bad movies. This is not a bad movie.
I actually like the film. I think I like it more than my friends and colleagues, Jeremy and maybe Chris. Because, I went in with this mentality. Here's how you got to look at this film. And I think it's a good analogy. I forgot the name of the ice cream. What is the name of the ice cream? Neapolitan, that's what it is. So it was, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And if you go into the film thinking that this is the purpose of this film, you're getting Neapolitan ice cream, right? Then you might be satisfied.
But I don't like the chocolate part.
What? What? You don't like chocolate?
Get off the street!
Get out of here!
I'm
My
sorry.
God! Anyways, but I think people went in the film with the idea that this was going to be the Unbreakable sequel, and it really wasn't the Unbreakable sequel. Mm-hmm. It actually was trending far more in the Split sequel direction until you realize, and it does sort of earn its namesake in that third act as a Glass, film, But I think that combined with the twist, it lost a lot of people.
Yeah, for me, I was expecting we finally got all these people together. Let's see these people run amok. Mm-hmm. But it kind of hindered it at some of these points because basically majority of it was in the hospital. Mm-hmm. And I wanted them to kind of break loose earlier and just do what they do.
See, I didn't want them to break loose earlier because the build up to when the climax happened was my favorite part of the whole film.
Yeah.
I wanted the first act to go on as it went for the entire time.
Me too.
But as soon as they're like, this is the big thing, it's like that
sucks.
That's it. This is
you done fucked it up.
This is what we got.
Right.
Yeah. So I wanted the beginning of the movie to go on even longer because we got glimpses of what was coming, and it wasn't very good. And I just wanted more of the other.
So when this film first starts, the David Dunn parts, and I think that it's just that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
The film starts right away. Like, we are in the shit, and he's scouring the streets. David's doing his thing. We can buy that he's been doing what he's doing for all that time, and we won't talk with any spoilers, so relax. And it was just a great film with really great pacing. And then I think somewhere where it hits the wall for me, and I do appreciate the hospital stuff, is when this new character, this therapist lady, is trying to convince them that they are not superheroes. Which, by the way, there are so many plot holes in that.
Yeah.
It is contrived and just really bad.
It's bound to happen.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But when she's like giving this big speech to them and individually their family, it's like, it's like, now we're slowing down. Now we're fucking up. And then that third act where they break loose, what you see in the trailer, is essentially what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? It kind of does.
I wasn't satisfied, like I said.
Right.
And it was not very good.
But by the end, I see what they were doing, and it does have a different vibe than Marvel. So maybe you could appreciate that. People that are a little formulaed out might find this one intriguing, I think.
Intriguing, but maybe not very good.
Wow. Okay. Well, you went from positive to then negative.
You're talking about the end.
I'm talking about the formula,
Oh,
right?
right.
Like it's good, and you're like, oh, okay, what are they going to do with the final, the big reveal? And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I did poo-poo that final act. So
I
think
you fucked it up again.
Right.
Damn it.
So I think that
Avatar Part 2.
That bad.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. Let's talk a little bit about the performances and things like that before we jump into spoilers, because I think it's real hard to talk about this film, and M. Night Shyamalan film 2, without talking about the spoilers. So, how do you think that Bruce Willis did?
Bruce Willis just played himself.
Yeah.
That's basically what
It was
he did.
exactly the same character
Yeah,
as the guy in
same
Death Wish.
character.
Like, he's just like, that's Bruce Willis now.
Yeah.
He's like
He just
Die
does
Hard
really
9 or whatever he's
Well,
in right
I've
now.
seen him do some good acting,
Obviously,
but
the
he's
standout one
not.
is going to be James again.
Boom. That's what I was
Yes.
waiting for,
Yeah,
Joe.
he was his breakout once again. I was like, oh my god, I want to see a split too.
He held the movie together, in
Yeah.
my opinion, performance-wise, and he's just so fascinating to watch, going back and forth between the personalities. I think I saw somebody. We get way too much of the young kid. I disagree. I think that
They explain that,
mixture.
though.
Oh, they do that.
They explain it because the kid's power within the pantheon
Right,
of personalities,
was holding the
he can
light.
immediately just snap his fingers and take the light.
Right.
So
That's right. But I felt it was well done, because there's some new characters, there's some older characters, but it's like, what the fuck? Why doesn't he shut his fucking eyes? Okay, that is the biggest plot hole ever. It's like, I don't understand
That's
why
what I
he's
was
sitting
thinking
there
too.
looking into, so geez, come on. All right. Anyway, so let's.
That's a movie.
and another big negative side is poor Mr. Glass is catatonic through most of the film, and I was hoping to see a little bit more.
Yeah,
of that.
that's what I wanted too. I want to see some of his amazing schemes.
Yeah, his
like, I wanna see-
machinations
yeah.
and
he does
things.
nothing for 2/3,
Right.
3/4 of this
you
movie.
You get some payoff there,
Yeah.
and there is some payoff. But it's a movie called Glass, and you would expect him to participate a little more.
Right.
All right, so let's go with final verdicts. Who wants to take it?
Okay. I really did enjoy this. It was not what I was hoping for, but all in all, I think it was a great performance by some of the characters. 6. I'm
A
gonna
6
give
out
this
of 10.
6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, above
It's much
average.
better than 3, right?
Oh,
Even
yeah,
though,
it's not a
well,
fucking
here's the
3.
thing, it's
3
like-
is like Holmes and Watson. That bullshit. That was fucking horrible.
Yeah, this is, and I agree. We came in positive, but actually, when we were talking about it, we did mostly negative. But the performances are fascinating. There might be a few pacing things here and there, but
Yeah.
it actually was intriguing to watch, entertained the whole
was.
time. Different vibe from the whole Marvel films. This is something that M. Night
It's its own
Shyamalan. I
thing.
think he had his idea afterwards, but he does connected together well with Unbreakable and Split, where he has the first, sort of superhero universe before Marvel. He even throws a little jab at Marvel with the Thing, and he's referencing Marvel.
The Marvel Tower.
The Marvel Tower was his idea, and he's going to have the epic showdown at the Marvel Tower. Anyways, all right, guys, well, what about you, Alex? What are you thinking?
The beginning of this movie is like 7 out of 10, where I'm really interested in the things that are going to happen. The problem is that ends pretty abruptly when we get to the last third of this movie. The characters I just stopped caring about. The fight scenes aren't satisfying.
No, they
and
weren't.
I look at the characters and they start saying really stupid things. And they're explaining to me, it's like, hey, if you were asleep or you were in the bathroom, this is what's going on in this scene right now. It's like, oh, thank you, movie. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, 6 is fine. This isn't
Right.
Slightly
I'm gonna
above
preface,
average.
It's slightly above average. I watched.
It got knocked down in some pegs.
It did. I watched Unbreakable today. I thought I liked Unbreakable more than I actually did. Like, I watched it today and I was like, man, this is a solid movie, but this isn't great. Watched Split today. It's like, man, the performances are really good. The writing's kind of bad. There's some weaknesses to that movie, but this one was kind of fit that, where the performances were really, really strong, but the writing, it's so hard with the writing. So I think 6 is fair.
Okay, and let me ask you this before I give you all my rating. Which of the 3 now in this trilogy set is your favorite?
Kevin.
I'm gonna. Okay, no, that's not what I'll take it, Joe. While you think about the films, which film was your
Unbreakable,
favorite?
Split.
But okay, so for my rating, I'm gonna go a little higher than these guys because in that first act, I seriously was cruising at 8, 9. I was really enjoying it. The David Dunn angle.
Yeah, it was great build-up.
Great build-up. We get some fights there.
How many lemonades did he have, though?
Oh, that's true. I was drinking. I don't want to factor that in. You remember what happened with Suicide Squad? And we were watching it with people who have seen the Angry Joe show. We were doing an Angry Joe kind of event. Shoot! It's gonna
Choice
get
is
me
yours.
in trouble. The choice is mine. You know what? But what I'm saying is that's how much I was enjoying it in the first act.
You're not wrong. I
And
liked it too.
Yeah, and the second act to me was solid. I liked the whole, even though the premise of trying to convince them that they don't have the powers is so annoying because we know they have the powers.
Bitch,
but
did you not see me flip a car?
Yes, but it is.
No way. No.
Yeah,
Turn
yeah.
your head.
But that is explained by the end, and when I factor that in, then I
It's
understand.
hand waved away. It's not exactly explained.
Correct.
Men in Black.
And they're right in the sense that the action is completely disappointing. And
Yes.
in terms of a superhero film, it's disappointing. But in terms of if you factor in the M. Night Shyamalan universe that he's created here in a different kind of style, and you realize that the budget is very low compared to the other things, then and I factor all those things in from a filmmaker's point of view, I did enjoy the story overall. And I said, okay, if this is how we're going to, complete this trilogy, then I see why it went in that direction. But it's not quite satisfying. So, boom, we took that point. Boom, we took that point. Boom, we put that. And we're going to go 7. 7 with the potential to fall to 6, depending on how much you hated the fact that it happens. And I can understand why. We'll talk about that in spoilers. But what is your favorite film of these 3?
Like I said, Kevin, I like the Split one. I like that one, probably the best one. His
Okay.
acting was amazing.
Split.
Then Unbreakable, then obviously this one last.
I think probably Unbreakable. It's more even all the way through. I think that Glass has higher highs but way lower lows than all of the other ones.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say that Glass has scenes and probably like 30 minutes where it's like, this one's going to be my favorite.
Yeah.
And it lets me down. And so it just can't rise up.
For me, it's probably Unbreakable, but Split, like you think that Glass has highs and lows. I think the Split has some incredible highs with the performances. Just fascinating to watch James, like you said, Joe. But in terms of movie making and satisfying and watching something unfold, Unbreakable was like amazing back in the day. So. The Split doesn't quite satisfy with its final conclusion. I don't know if M. Night Shyamalan plans to do any more of these. In that ending, it kind of, we'll talk about it. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to stick around and discuss spoilers, which I'm sure you've seen the film by now, that this review has been out, late like 4 or 5
But we
days.
get to say absurd things about this film, so
Yeah.
watch it.
Well, I came over here thinking that I'd be some trendsetter and I'd have a different opinion on the film, and I just realized I have pretty much the same opinion as Jeremy and Chris. Like, there were good moments, but overall disappointed with the
I
conclusion.
thought he was going to hate it when you said the thumbnail looked bad.
Yeah.
but-
No, he was just crushed and
Okay.
disappointed. And
You
that's
wanted
kind
more.
of-
You wanted more
yeah,
from this one.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, spoilers time now. Hey guys, welcome to the spoiler section. So right away I tried to come up, just because I watched Chris's video and Jeremy where the light in their eyes, why doesn't he shut the eyes? And I made the point in my video.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
I was trying to come up with an excuse on behalf of the film. Maybe even if he shut his eyes, the light is so bright it goes through his eyelids.
No.
He has no hands.
All he gets to do is just close his eyes and charge forward.
Damn it,
Look
Alex.
down. Look down and charge
Look
forward.
down, right. Exactly. You're right. So the whole premise of the film is fucking stupid. Now, because you can't control the bees. Now, David Dunn, do you think that I don't believe that either? I think he could bust out of that room before it fills with water. And it was kind of ambiguous what it does. Is just spray water in his face? Because it would take hours to fucking fill. Well, maybe not hours. But it would take quite a long time to fill that room up with water to
It'd
drown
freak me
him.
out though. But still,
Would it
he would
freak
still
you out?
panic.
Yeah, and bust that fucking
Yeah.
door open is
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
would've.
saying. So let's talk. Let's just jump right in. The big fucking twist is what, Joe?
That Kevin's dad was in the same train. Mr. Glass destroyed.
Okay, yeah, that's one of them. So
That-
actually, he had multiple twists.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's one.
And the other twist is this lady who has been denying the hero's existence this whole time, his delusions. Turns out that she has a and look at Alex's face. She has a fucking shamrock on her wrist, and she's a part of a secret society.
Secret cabal
Yeah.
of hero-denying assholes who murder superheroes and villains.
Yeah.
But they try to do the humane thing and convince them that they're not superheroes or villains first.
After they kill him.
Which is the premise of the movie.
Oh.
She's trying to be nice. Instead
They
of
don't
just,
see themselves as the bad guys. They see themselves as the protector of
That was
humanity.
terrible.
It was
Yeah.
so
And
bad.
so
That's when it
what?
started
And
going
so
down.
here's where that's really I was really fucking pissed. You give people the idea that you're about to do this superhero team up. In the trailers, it's like that sounds like a team up, right? And David Dunn is fucking drowned and murdered like a bitch at the end. Glass is just has his
He's
bones
like
broken.
palmed and shit by the
Palmed.
beast.
By
He's
the-
like,
There you go. So that was the impression.
Five-finger death palm or
yeah,
whatever it
that's
was.
what it was.
And the beast gets fucking sniped.
Yeah, but he
So all
changed.
three
He
of these
changed.
characters that we really, really fucking like are murdered.
Well, the Beast isn't killed by a bullet. He's killed by the power of hugs.
Yeah.
Because
He was in love with
she
that
she
chick.
hugs the girl from from Split hugs him to calm him down.
Yeah.
Because she wants to bond with
Right,
him.
and we have to really buy this side plot of her in love with Kevin.
Not in love, but they have a bonding moment.
Okay,
right?
you're right. You're right.
She
It
was
a
abused. He was abused.
Mutual friendship. Okay, in that case, we can excuse it a little bit more. But
But the power of hugs killed him.
she was what was I saying? The lady in charge, the psychiatrist lady, is
Sarah.
like, I cannot let you. You're a victim, and it's like that victim complex. Maybe you'll get close. I was expecting her to say that. The reason why you want to talk to him again is this victim complex, where you go closer to your captor, and she's like, I'm not gonna let you see him. Then the next scene, she's letting her see her, and she just walks over there and lets him see her. I was like, well, okay. But I guess that's explained away by the fact that it was a secret society the whole time.
Yeah.
See,
See, going into this, I thought like Mr. Glass was gonna team up with Kevin. He's like, "Hey, let me
But-
use your
but he
powers
did.
as a minion."
Why keep calling him Kevin?
That's his name.
No,
Is-
he's the Beast. He's the Horde. They didn't team up with Kevin. He teamed up with the Beast.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
fuck
that
Kevin.
guy's name.
Okay.
Anyways, And he was gonna make him like his minion and do stuff around the city, and then Bruce has to take him down, something like that. Not they're gonna be stuck in the hospital. Oh, here's a showdown for like 5 minutes. Bang, 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 dead.
There was a sad fight with a car.
Yeah,
and I think there was they tried to go deeper. And actually, in fact, you're right, Joe, because if you think about it, Kevin is a good guy. Yeah. And you could consider him a superhero, and if the fact that Beast was in control, and if it was Kevin in control, then we got that's what it led to. And Kevin's vulnerable to bullets. Beast is not.
Well, the power of hugs killed him because it turned the Beast back into Kevin.
Lesson to men out there: if you guys are a beast, don't fall in love.
Don't hug.
Yeah.
Right. So this isn't about
beast.
punching and special effects and things like that. There is,
the special effects are bad.
Yeah. And you couldn't at this point let David Dunn just have a fucking medal where he goes like that. Just let him have it. No, I'm sitting there watching this like videotape, and everybody on the internet is supposed to be at the end gets all the footage was actually videotaped, and it was Glass's plan the whole time. He went on a suicide mission. He knew, and he was going to expose the heroes and villains to the world. But you see this video of David Dunn, and it doesn't look spectacular.
Everything
looks
so fake.
Everything looks fucking fake.
The Beast just flips a cop car like it doesn't matter, and he's just like.
And then you see Glass in the back.
Yeah.
That's funny in the back. And people be like, this guy isn't a hero. But did he just die from a flick?
He's died.
A touch?
Yeah.
Right. So that video would have convinced absolutely nobody.
Okay, what a waste of time. Downvote. Next. The next video. That's it.
Were you a downvote?
Is
You're
that
a monster?
Oh, yeah, that guy's struggling. I was like, all right, that was a cool CGI effect. Next video.
That wasn't even a cool CGI effect. It took him way too long to do. I'm like, get to the fucking point.
Speed up the footage.
All right, so is that your summary of this video?
Yeah.
This movie, I mean. What a waste of time.
The problem is, like, everything up to that point is pretty good, right?
Yes,
like,
very good.
And then it just...
I love that David is on the streets. He's a security guard, and he's touching people on the streets.
Too.
He's doing what?
He's touching people on the streets to get
he
the
doesn't sound like a good guy.
It's a secret power.
He has a panel van. He's got candies hanging up by the high school.
God dang it. So M. Night, I don't know why he has the tendency to want to do these twists, and I think that if he had just stayed
the twist.
No.
The twist of that Glass knew that there was this asshole cabal.
No, I like
murdering.
that twist.
That ending thing was kind of satisfying.
I like
everything up until that point. Like as soon as they escape, is really bad.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing: is Bruce Willis seemed checked out.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson's getting older, and he's got other projects. He's in the real,
He's been in 125 movies.
Right. So
this is the best gig. Sit down and do nothing.
Right. What I'm thinking is these guys just do not want to play these characters anymore, and so they're okay with them being murdered as an origin
McAvoy
story.
did enough acting for the three of them, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks to James. Yeah, he did his job. Anything else? The makeup on his Glass's mom was really, really bad.
Yes.
You couldn't put a little more effort in her makeup?
It's like, careful, don't get
it was almost as
don't
bad
get her
as
too close to the lights.
the makeup in all of these movies have been bad though. Like I watched Split a couple hours ago, and these girls are like kidnapped, and over the course of like 4 days, their makeup's like immaculate. They're crying the entire time.
Right.
I don't know what Mac counter they were at, like with waterproof everything, but for 5 days they just have pristine makeup.
I can excuse that, but when in the same film you actually get the actual actor for his son to come back, and you have that really genuine
From Gladiator.
And then at the same time, you have this where her makeup looks so amateur, it completely breaks the immersion. And they just should have hired a different actor lady for his mother at that point.
What about the son? We didn't really talk about the son.
I was so glad to see him.
What son?
Bruce Willis' son.
I just talked about him.
Oh. He was great.
I thought you were talking about the reenactment about the glass. Yeah, my bad.
No, they got the actual actor to return
from Gladiator.
As his son. Meanwhile, they brought the actual actress from his mother, I guess, but they're like, well, if we got her, let's reuse her. Just put some makeup on her face, and she'll look old.
Makeup and like Elmer's glue, and we've got this like construction paper.
Throw some sticks on it.
Yeah, it's just like you're old.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, that was.
But I do like the idea that these are more realistic superheroes, so that they're not gonna fucking call down lightning, and they're not gonna throw like lasers.
I like
and
when they
shit.
call down lightning.
They will just beat the fuck out of 3 dudes in a hallway with a brawler type of fighting style. I guess if.
But the problem is, all they did with their powers was like grab each other by the sleeves and then shove it. Take
What are
turns.
they supposed to do?
They just took turns
That
shoving
is
each other.
actually what's going to happen in a more realistic superhero fight.
Throw each other around or something, but all they did was like shove each other into this sad van over and over and over.
He threw him in the pool.
Oh, he did throw him in a pool.
Yeah, and
Once.
and he tried to, and he bear hugged him. That was cool.
He did bear hug a lot of people.
He did. That's his move.
Yeah.
Is bear hugging.
This movie is just all about the power of hugging. Like, you can kill people with hugs, and then you can try to save people with hugs, but they end up dying anyway.
All right, I'm going down to a 6. We've done it. We've broken Joe. The alcohol has worn off, and we've gone to a 6 because of the disappointing ending and fucking up in that third act. Because you know
19
what?
years in the making.
I am so
That's what you
annoyed.
get.
Right. This the conclusion.
Yeah.
But everything else really, really cool up until what they decided to do.
So all of the parts that weren't the good parts were okay.
Yes.
And then the parts
yeah.
that were supposed to be good were just kind of not good.
Not good. The
Makes
big,
sense.
The big reveal. All right, guys, that's it. Unless you guys think any more. No?
There's no post-credit scene. So
No
don't wait.
post-credit scene. Well, my phone died, so I wasn't able to check, and I have to trust you motherfuckers. So it better not be no post-credit scene. The comments like, Joe, there's a post-credit scene. That would be pretty sweet. All right. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we shall see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Make sure you
guys.
subscribe and get some sweet hoodies like I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finally got one for him.
They
'cause he
they
wanted
found
one.
one. They sewed three.
Show them.
Oh, come on.
Show them.
They
Alex.
sewed 3 of them together for me.
Yeah.
It has
Because
my name on it.
Alex at the end is like, oh, I don't have one. I was like, you know what? I'm going to order this guy one right now. So you order one yourself because they're pretty
Yeah.
freaking sweet. Or a shirt or something. So if not, hit that sub button. Hit that like button. Appreciate you watching the show. And we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.